If you're considering a move to the neighborhood of Walnut Grove, located in Langley, but you aren't quite sure what Walnut Grove has to offer, you've come to the right place. In today's video, I'm going to outline everything you need to know about Walnut Grove, including the transit system, school system, amenities, restaurants, parks, and other highlights that Walnut Grove has to offer. Having grown up in Langley, I've spent a ton of time in Walnut Grove, and I hope to educate you guys more on what Walnut Grove is all about. But before I dive in, I would appreciate if you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, if you want to book a 30-minute call with me, you can do so by clicking the link below, and you can book a 30-minute call with me to talk about all things real estate. Alright, so let's start off with Walnut Grove's location. Here you can see it's at the most northwest point of the Langley Township. Just a reminder here that Langley City is its own municipality, and all these sub-neighborhoods over here fall within the township of Langley. So jumping into an actual map, I can show you guys borders of Walnut Grove. So right here is 196th Street, and now that separates Langley from Surrey. On the most southern part of Walnut Grove, you will find Highway 1, and that separates Willoughby Heights from Walnut Grove. On the eastern point, we have Fort Langley, and on the most northern point, you'll find the Fraser River, and here is the Golden Ears Bridge, and that provides people with service to Pitt Meadows and Maple Ridge. If you commute daily, Walnut Grove is a great option for you to consider. Whether that's by transit or by car, Walnut Grove has great options for people to get to Vancouver or out to Abbotsford. When commuting to and from Walnut Grove, some of the main destinations you might want to be aware of include a 45 to 60 minute drive to Vancouver, a 50-minute drive to the Tsawwassen Ferry Terminal. It's about a 50-minute commute to the Vancouver Airport, about a 30-minute drive to the US border, a 20 to 30-minute drive on Abbotsford, depending what time you go. That can get backed up on Highway 1 from 200 to 264th Street, 30 minutes to Burnaby, and around 25 to 30 minutes to the Surrey SkyTrain station, which currently is the closest SkyTrain station to Walnut Grove. Walnut Grove's about a 15-minute drive to all your big box stores in Willoughby, including Costco, Walmart, Best Buy, Home Depot, the gang's all there. Whatever big box store you're looking for, it is more than likely that Willoughby has that to offer. Walnut Grove does have access to the Carvoth Exchange Center, which is directly beside Highway 1, and it sits on the Willoughby Heights border. That provides people with a express bus route to the Lougheed SkyTrain station, where you can hop on the SkyTrain and have service to Vancouver. Walnut Grove has great roadways that help you navigate throughout the actual neighborhood, as well as easy access points to the major transit routes. Pulling up my map here, I'll show you guys that we have 200th Street right here, and this provides people with access to Highway 1 from Walnut Grove. Now, if you do have more than one person in your car, you can access 202 Street for an HOV lane access to Highway 1, which will save you a ton of time. Along 200th Street, Walnut Grove also offers access to Pitt Meadows and Maple Ridge via the Golden Ears Bridge. When you're traveling north to south, the main roads are 200th Street, 208th Street, and 216th Street. 216th Street right here and 200th Street right here provide access to Highway 1. So if you're going to Vancouver or Abbotsford, those are super handy streets to have access to. 208th Street right down the middle of Walnut Grove has an overpass that goes over Highway 1, so no direct access to Highway 1, but you do get access to Willoughby Heights. This street will be widening into 4 lanes. It's currently 2 lanes mostly, and so it can get backed up for that reason. If you're traveling west to east, the 2 main streets you're going to be using are 88th, and that's where all the side roads wind into. 88th has a lot of small businesses and conveniences on either side of it. 96th also runs west to east, and that's a good one to use if you're going to and from Fort Langley or into Surrey. When considering housing options in Walnut Grove is mostly made up of single-family homes, and a typical lot size in Walnut Grove can range anywhere from 5,000 up to 12,000 square feet. Because the majority of homes in Walnut Grove are single-family, it provides a peaceful, mature community with tons of street parking, and there's certainly a pride of ownership that you will feel throughout Walnut Grove. The single-family homes found in Walnut Grove are for the majority built in the 1980s and early 1990s. They're usually 2 levels, so it is rare to find homes with a basement in Walnut Grove unless it's been a custom newer build. Homes in Walnut Grove are also on city sewer and water. Because most homes were built in the 1980s and early 1990s, one word of caution when looking for a home in Walnut Grove is to verify what kind of plumbing was used in that home, because during that time poly B piping was very popular, and that type of piping is subject to pinhole leaks, so it can be difficult to get insurance. Some homes have switched out the poly B piping, however, just something to note if you are considering moving to that area. Now, Walnut Grove does not have a lot of multi-family options such as condos or townhomes. There are a few options available, but Walnut Grove is certainly not known for multi-family options. That said, Walnut Grove does offer a lot of gated, age-restricted townhome complexes. So if you're looking for a master on Main with more of a community feel that offers a pool, hot tub, lounge center, Walnut Grove would definitely be on the top of your list of places to check out in Langley. There are 2 condo buildings near the Thunderbird Village called the Grove and the Hawthorne. So if you are looking for a condo, those are good options. Reason being is that those 2 buildings are within walking distance to the Carvoth Exchange Center, and Thunderbird Village has a ton of different amenities to offer. In the village, you will find a grocery store, there's a Shoppers Drug Mart, tons of independent restaurants, fitness facilities, and your everyday essentials. Thunderbird Village is right off of the Colossus movie theater, and there's also tons of family-friendly restaurants within the village as well. The demographics in Walnut Grove range from young families who are looking to get into that single-family detached property, and there's also a lot of retirees that are enjoying the age-restricted complexes. There are a few young professionals that live in the condo buildings I spoke about earlier, but again, because there's not a lot of condos or newer townhome options in Walnut Grove, most people choose the other side of the highway, Willoughby Heights, because that's got a ton of options if you are looking for a newer condo or townhome. There's tons of local businesses in Walnut Grove because it's right off the highway. So we get a range of well-known chain stores as well as some independent stores. The variety of businesses in Walnut Grove provides a really cool vibe. Some amenities to note include that Walnut Grove is home to the largest movie theater in the Lower Mainland, Colossus IMAX Theater. There's also the Langley Sportsplex that offers 4 sheets of ice, a gym, and a restaurant upstairs. The Walnut Grove Community Center is extremely well known. It has an Olympic-sized pool, gym, tennis courts, a library, and there's also multi-purpose rooms that you can rent out to host your own events. The Walnut Grove Community Park is right next door to the Walnut Grove Recreational Center, and that offers track and field, baseball diamonds, playgrounds. There's picnic shelters where you can camp out for the day with your friends and family, the skateboard park, a spray park, ball hockey and lacrosse center, and tons of trails for you to enjoy throughout the day. So if you do love nature, Walnut Grove is definitely a great option for you to consider. One of my favorite parks in Langley is Derby Reach, and that's at the most northern point of Walnut Grove. That provides trail all the way to Fort Langley. It sits right on the Fraser River. You can actually camp out overnight there, and it also has a dog park as well if you are a pet owner. I am a big golfer, and one of the best golf courses, in my opinion, in Langley is located just on the border of Fort Langley and Walnut Grove, but I'm going to call it Walnut Grove for today's video sake, and that's Redwoods Golf and Country Club. It's a full 18-hole size golf course, and it also has a driving range. I've also done up an amenities guide for Walnut Grove specifically, where I outline some of my favorite places to hang out in Walnut Grove. Again, if you want access to that, just shoot me a message or click the Caileigh link below and I will get that to you. When considering the schooling system in Walnut Grove does have elementary and a high school, so there isn't a middle school option available for Walnut Grove. If you are looking for that type of schooling system for your child, you might want to consider Willoughby Heights, which is just to the south of Walnut Grove. The schools in Walnut Grove have fantastic reputations, and that's another reason why a lot of young families are drawn to this neighborhood. I have a full school report available for Walnut Grove. If you guys want access to that, just shoot me a message. There are 5 elementary schools within Walnut Grove. We have James Kennedy, Gordon Greenwood, Dorothy Peacock, Topman, and West Langley. And the high school in Walnut Grove is Walnut Grove Secondary School, which sits right beside the Walnut Grove Recreation Center just off 88th Avenue. Because there's not a lot of multi-family options such as condos and townhomes, it is a little bit of a challenge to find a rental in Walnut Grove because of the price point of detached homes is quite high. It's a challenge for investors to make the month-to-month numbers work on a property that's priced that high considering today's interest rates. That said, I did speak earlier that there are a few condo options available in Walnut Grove that do not have any rental restrictions. So if you are looking to rent in a condo in Walnut Grove, the Grove and the Hawthorne again are great options for you to consider, and they have floor plans ranging from 1 to 3 bedrooms. The closest hospital is located in Murrayville. That's roughly a 15-minute drive from Walnut Grove, and the police station sits right beside the Langley Hospital as well. Walnut Grove does have one fire hall, and that's located at 208th and 96th Avenue. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have specific questions on the property values for townhomes, detached, and condos within Walnut Grove, again, you can click the link below or shoot me a message, and I'd be happy to go over specific details with you based on the type of property that you are looking to get into. If you guys could subscribe and hit the like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And again, if you want to book a call with me, you can do so by clicking the link below where we can talk about all things real estate. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.